This animation game falls into the category of flat animation techniques. This means that the characters and the background are laid on a flat surface, and the camera is filming from above. We will need a filming desk for this. It is usually made using mounts with legs, but here we will use some improvisation. Place your phone on the desk so its camera is looking at the floor. To make it as stable as possible, make sure that it's not hanging too far away from the ledge. Fix the table with thin duct tape. Be careful when taking the tape off so you don't damage your screen protector. During animating, pay attention not to lean on the desk so as not to destabilize the camera. You shouldn't place your background on the floor itself because it will be too far from the camera and the quality will not be as good as once you zoom in. That's why you should elevate it a bit. For that purpose, I use a cardboard box from the supermarket. These boxes are used to bring in goods into the store and are usually thrown away afterwards. I place a few heavy books inside to make it more stable, put a flat surface over the box, and then laid my background paper on. Fix everything together as much as you can. If you have a suitable drawer or a chair, that would be even better. Raise the lamps too, and point the lights at the background. Shadows like these can destroy your work, so try to remove them as much as possible. Collect some tiny catalogs and magazines, cut some flat pieces of paper, and make your character. Now glue all the parts that aren't supposed to move together. Parts that will move stick to each other using tiny pieces of putty. And stick a bigger one on the back of your characters to stop them from sliding around. Take an empty shot. Since this is a quick motion, I move my character a lot. This is where the motion ends and abruptly slows down, so I move the character very little to reflect that. Check the motion by tapping the play button, or by manually scrolling the timeline in your editing screen. Again, I move the character a lot, then just a bit. Here's how it looks. A lot, a lot, a lot, a bit, a lot, a bit. I filmed this part upside down, so I rotate it. In Stop Motion Studio, I use the Select tool, and then I tap the Reverse command. At the end, I add pauses between every move. Pauses are clear gaps between movement, and those ensure that the eyes can focus on the whole animation. Here's how the animation looks with no pauses. And now, with pauses. And at the end, I add some good music. You can use the same technique to animate putty characters too. Pay attention to make everything very flat and thin to avoid those ugly shadows. This is a good width. It shouldn't be too thin either. Split them into parts so that you can move them around. Take a screenshot and check all the boxes to ensure good video quality. There are some tutorials in the description that can be helpful. You can also check some interesting examples of cutout animation by following the link in the description.